Alright folks, it's never a dull day. Just had all this rock up unexpectedly from the person that I'm doing a bit of consignment work for with like their shoes and stuff. Warhammer stuff. Someone's purchased all these shoes. That was like a $600 order. Now, I know some of you have been really keen to see what's in those boxes that I got the other week. Some pretty cool stuff in here. This is probably one of my favorite. Folks, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Really do appreciate you being here. If you are new here, hey, how you doing? My name's Chris, and I'm building a business that suits my lifestyle. Now, I'm documenting this journey for two reasons. Number one is it's really to see what I can do, and I want to be able to look back on that, I want to be able to reflect on that, and I want to be able to track that journey. But the second reason why is I hope that it's going to encourage you, inspire you, motivate you, or give you some insights or some tips and tricks of how you could do something on a similar basis. Now, I will say that how I build my business is going to look completely different to yours because I'm doing it for me, and I'm doing it for reasons which aren't going to be the same as yours, and I'm in different circumstances that enables me to do the things that I do. Now, that said, doesn't mean that the way I do things is going to be perfect. It doesn't mean that my way is also going to be right. I'm figuring it out as I go, and that's why I like to document this journey. Now, this week has been an interesting week. It's actually been a bit of a blur of a week. Lots has been happening. Things have been moving quickly. We're back into some sort of a normal routine now. The last 3 weeks have been a little bit crazy, just lots of things happening. Headspace is great. October is kicking off to be a really great start to Q4 so far. We're hitting some pretty heavy, daily dollars, which I'm very happy with. So it'll be interesting to see if we can keep that, retained or contained. And really just continuing to close out the end of the calendar year of 2024 to the best of our ability possible, I guess. The other thing is there's a couple of new opportunities popping up, which is, it's kind of like just a given every week at this point. And I probably also talk about, I don't know if it's in the video or maybe I'll just do it at the end. I'll talk about a bit about at the end of year shutdown and things that I'll be doing to, start to get the business ready for 2025, which just blows my mind. So stick around. If you do have any questions, chuck them down below, comments, whatnot. I do answer a few questions that have come through the week. Of course, if you do stick around, I do have some lessons that I play back to myself, and I take you through the financials and also, what that looks like for the weekly progress and for the monthly progress. At this point, we're in October 2024. Just crazy. We're almost at Christmas. All right, let's dive in. Folks, it is Monday morning. It's a new week, and it's actually the last day of September. So today always gets, this kind of day, like the last day of the month, always gets me nervous because obviously I want to finish strong. Is there anything else that we can do to make the end of the month the best it possibly can be? And then tomorrow we start from zero again, and we have to do it all over again, if not better. So that's always on my mind, and always thinking of how we can do things better. Same thing as when we start a new week. And today being Monday is exactly that, a new week. And look, I was just thinking before I started filming of like, what have we actually got on this week? And hopefully this week's going to be pretty, well, when I say easy going, but nothing crazy happening. There is always lots happening. I do apologize for that brightness of light. So today we have a washing pickup. I've just dropped Carla off at the train station at 7 a.m. I've just picked up a coffee from Macca's, and I'm gonna head in now. I've still got to do my listings. I've done 10 already, sending them live. I'll finish those, but I'll probably even start with doing 20 photos before my worker gets in, and it's just getting into a good routine where, because they usually get in around 9 o'clock, so if I can bang out 20 before they get in, which usually takes me about an hour, it's just a quick win, because then they go ahead and do about 80 and we get about 100 listings available for the day. So that's probably my plan. I'll probably get in, get set up, do my 20. By that time, we'll probably have the washing usually comes around 9:30 as well. Do all that, finish any listings, and then we'll start the pick, pack, and post. So I've got about 50 orders sitting there at the moment. I've also got a whole bunch of stuff to send out from the charity fundraiser live stream we did yesterday. Thank you to everyone that donated. We ended up on about $10,500, which is pretty good. So thank you. And yeah, so that's really the focus today. Once I get through all that, probably after lunch, I'll be focusing on starting to go through all this stuff I'm going to be consigning for that guy that has a storage unit just near me. I've also got a couple of video game stuff that I've got to list as well. So plenty of things happening now that I've got my worker back this week. It should get things a bit more streamlined and back to routines. I am going to be out of office on Wednesday. We're going to volunteering my time for backpacks. They're at the Melbourne show this year, and they've got a stand, so I'll be there all day Wednesday. So that's this week. Let's get in, and we actually ended up doing pretty well at the end of last week as well. So that's why I'm probably a bit happy, because didn't have to work too hard. Didn't have to work extra hard to get less results. But we worked hard last week. It's always rewarding when you hit above average. So very happy with that. All right, team, let's get into the shop and make it happen. All right, we are here, all set up. I'm gonna get cracking on doing some photos. So for me, the plan is I'm gonna finish off these jeans. Well, start to anyway. We have today that's coming back is I think shorts and some Carhartt and Dickies. So that should be a good mix. I think the idea is we should be able to finish all this, and maybe half of this today. Nice. All right, let's get into it. It's 7:24. All right, team, I have finished all the jeans, all done. 28 of them. It took me just about 1 hour and 12 minutes. 14 minutes, which is pretty good. So that means the working can just come in, get started on this, and the washing arrives in 25 minutes as well. So pretty happy with this. If I can keep this groove happening where I can come in and do a good hour, or do 20 to 25, even 30, depending on what the items are, it means we're going to get some really good growth in terms of being able to list more. That's the intention anyway. I'm going to upload these photos now, and then I'm going to probably go do some listings while I wait for my washing to arrive. So, woohoo! Oh, sorry. Woohoo! All right, washing is all here. And this is a lot of shorts, and I think there was some fleece, and I think some pants as well, so nice. All right, just doing all the orders, and we've got a lot of stuff. We've actually, I think there's, when I got here it was 50, but I think we're on 52 now. Yeah, we've got 52 orders, 53 orders, and we're on 71,231, so it was a great weekend. We're crawling back up as we do. We did a total of, this is for the long weekend alone, we did, I can show you on screen, we did $3,690 and a total of 59 individual items. We've got, that's not included, that's for the giveaway yesterday, but we've got toys, we've got phones, we've got Xbox, we've got Wii U and games, we've got some Warhammer stuff. Someone's purchased all these shoes, that was like a $600 order, and then we just got clothes, a lot of Patagonia, some older stuff going out, old SKUs 5108, we've got SKUs down to 1,000, we're about to hit SKU 10,000, so some really old stock moving out, which is great. Let's get packing. I might show you a few things, but really just gonna get packing. Something super cool was I had one person come through and purchase a whole bunch of Patagonia stuff that we listed last week. Actually it was the week before. So they purchased 2 cinchillas and then a Fjord cotton shirt as well. Just crazy. They ended up spending like $410. Just crazy. Anyway, I'm a happy man. Oh hi, just sneaking out to Bunnings to grab a coffee for myself and my staff, but I actually need to grab a bigger box just to be able to fit in some of the big bulk orders that they've been purchased. Some of them I'll have to split up, but I'm going to see if I've got a box at Bunnings, which is just, I've almost got a box. It was just out by like 3 centimeters, so go to Bunnings, grab the coffee, grab a box, everyone's happy. Be back in a jiffy. Alright folks, it's never a dull day. Just had all this rock up unexpectedly from the person that I'm doing a bit of consignment work for, with like their shoes and stuff. Also got all these Adidas Pharrells. But these are just boxes of clothes that have come from a few different places, but all from the one person. He's just dropped them all off for me to sort through and buy, and then if I don't want them, I can just chuck them back into his unit down there. So crazy. I'm going to finish packing, and then well, I've got a new job to do. Alright folks, all done. It was dead on 60 packages, just crazy amounts. All right, now the next thing to do is we're going to sort all this. I was going to start photoing that and things over there, but this is going to be now sorted. This is a lot of clothes. So done a quick first triage. Now I've actually got to go through, do quality checks. These were brands that I'm just not interested in. This stuff is all like possibilities, but there's still a lot of low end, and I've got to really sort through, understand what's what, quality check, and take my time with it. So it's 3 o'clock now. I've got an hour and a half till I got to leave, so probably won't get all this done today. Never a dull day. And just had some more stuff rock up. But going through all this is a nice little piece, a vintage Australian Army walkabout piece. That jacket's pretty cool. Not bad. Alright team, it is 4:07 and I've been sorting through this. I'm still not done. I've got a fair bit to do yet, so I'm going to start to pack up actually, because I need to leave here at 4:30 because, surprise surprise, I actually have another pickup to do. Which is usually my weekly one. I didn't do it last week because yeah, we didn't get to do it last week, so got to start packing this up. I'll continue to sort through this tomorrow, which is it's all a good thing. This is you know, from one of the questions that I had the other week, where, you know, how do I manage, well, so how do I source stock? Well, at the moment we have so much stock coming to us here, I just can't get through it quick enough. So I've kind of created a bit of a new problem for myself, and I don't want to say no to new stock because, you know, it's good to have stock when it's coming, right? Obviously I can be a lot more pickier, and I am being very, very picky. So I'm currently going one by one, tagging it, pricing it, putting it through. I mean, there's some interesting stuff in here. So some nice polos, there's some low end stuff, which is just bread and butter, some like rugby tops kind of thing, a few jerseys, but nothing crazy. So, you know, it is just bread and butter stuff. And I guess I have the luxury to be able to say, I can give you $2 a piece, $6 for higher end stuff, and go from there. But yeah, I'm gonna pack up and get out of here. Woo, folks, what a day. Jeepers. Just leaving now, and it's 4:30, so I'll get out on time. I've got to go to my post office and drop off the stuff, but then I'm meeting someone for a deal, which is the weekly one that I was talking about before. So I just wanted to kind of like recap, and this is more so for myself, so I can kind of just process everything that's going on. The stuff that you've seen today, the clothing I buy direct from the guy, his other stuff we consign. This is like the tip of the iceberg. He has got so much stuff. And look, that's great. Like, I'm a happy man. I'm very grateful and very, yeah, just so, honestly, just so happy to get the opportunity to do it. My challenge is, and I've been talking about this for the last couple of, you know, probably the last 2 weeks, since, you know, Carla was never part of the business in the sense, but for the last, you know, 4 or 5 weeks prior to her going to her new job, obviously she'd been helping, and jeepers, that made a huge difference, because I've obviously got more hands, and I've obviously got my staff doing the photos as well. So right now I'm just going to have to buckle down and, you know, kind of do this little extra amount in order for us to get ahead. My time at the moment is purely just posting. Obviously for a Monday, it's the most busiest day, but posting and then just sorting, really just sorting. And I haven't really been doing, you know, parallel photos while my staff has, which isn't a bad thing because they're getting about 80-90 done a day anyway. But if I want to level up, I need to find a way to be able to do more. And again, I talk about this, it's not about rush. It's not about the sake of doing more for the sake of doing more, but that's the only way the growth is going to happen, unless I am able to change the goods that I'm sourcing. Now, a lot of the stuff that is coming through, I'm going to have to triage, and like, we got all those shoes and snow boots, they're all going to be great. They'll probably sit for a while, but you know, some of the other clothing, I've got the luxury to be able to say no. As I was saying, I'm going through putting some pretty low prices so that I can help the sell-through rate happen on those a bit quicker as well. So some of that is going to be, you know, just, this is all a bit of a new process. If I can keep this tap happening, it's definitely going to be worth it in the long run. But at the same time, I've still got all my other stock that I haven't even finalized sorting through. So yeah, definitely a new kind of territory to be into. Yeah, just kind of talking through it myself, because who else am I going to talk to, right? So yeah, interesting stuff. Very grateful. We'll see what tomorrow holds. Tomorrow I'm there all by myself. So my priority in the morning is going to be to get some photos done. I will probably do a good hour in the morning of, clothing. I don't know if my photographers will be doing pants today or whatever, but I'll probably do an hour's worth, so I at least get 20 to 30 done. And then I will do the pick, pack and post. It's been very quiet today. And then continue sorting, or what I'll prioritize is getting a good 40 listings done, and then I'll get into sorting. So never a dull day. It's just Monday. What a day. All right, let's jump over to Tuesday. Let's do it, folks. I will see you in a jiffy. And just like that, it was Tuesday. Whew, it's a new day. It is a new month. It is the start of October, and I spoke about this yesterday, that now it's a chance to start from zero again and do it all again. We ended up doing just excuse me, just over 25,000 for revenue for September. Profit was about 16-17% net, so a bit lower than the previous months, but yeah, makes sense. We've been selling just more bread and butter. We didn't have any high ticket items really going up. But that aside, today, Tuesday, fresh day, early morning, just dropped Carla off at the train, grabbing a coffee. The plan today is it's just me at the shop. Got lots of things happening. I picked up a new deal last night. It's a weekly deal that I do. So I picked that up. So today my plan is, one, I have to do my 40 listings. I've already done the 20 before I left home at 6:30. I've still got to do another 20. I think my first priority is going to be just getting 20 clothing items done, or I'm going to just time block an hour and see what we can get done, which should get me 20. Get that done, and then after that, I also want to focus on some quick wins. Just get them out of the way. I've got a couple of PlayStation 4s from a few deals that we got. I think actually maybe it's not even PlayStation 4s. PlayStation 2 from that consignment deal that I'm doing. So I want to just focus on some of those quick wins, get them out of the way, just to get some of the higher ticket dollars back into the business, because at the moment it's just bread and butter, which is fine, that ticks over, but just some of those bigger items. And I think there's a Walkman there and some Lego and stuff, so we'll do that. I do need to do a pick, pack and post. It's been dead quiet. There hasn't been much sales, but we did sell 3 more pairs of sneakers. So they've gone for like, must be about 370, 380. So very happy with that. They moved pretty quick, so I'm gonna hopefully try and work on getting some more of those on an ongoing basis through a new supply. And then what else have I got to do? I've got to do a little bit of backpack with Big Kids admin. So I'm at the Melbourne Royal show tomorrow, and I need to make sure that I've done all the pre-training and stuff. So I've got to do a little bit of that, probably do that over lunch, and then probably just continue doing photos. But at the same time, I've got to do a bunch of sorting. So I think sorting is going to be the key thing here as well, because I got 2 more boxes of clothes and bits and bobs and maybe shoes or whatever. So yep, and I do have my washing lady dropping off some more washing, because she accidentally she missed a couple of bags putting it into her car yesterday. So yeah, it's going to be a big day. Lots happening. I'm sure it'll be fluid, dynamic. Lots of things will happen. Bring you along for the ride. Tomorrow I won't be in the shop at all. I'll be at Backpacks. So really just got to make the most of it today and see if we can get ahead. Jeepers, let's do it. All right, we're in, and these are the 2 boxes of stuff I've got. There's a bunch of, well, I don't know what's in here really. Could be nothing. This one looks interesting actually. Oh, that's cool. Uncle Rico. Jeepers, so a bit of random stuff. Anyway, we'll go through that a little bit later. I'm going to get cracking on this straight away. Just do an hour in here, and then we'll move on to the next task. I think what I'm going to do, continue doing pants. May as well get them well. Actually, I might even do this. It's a nice little fishing jacket, Carhartt Gillet. And then we'll get cracking on let's do it. It's 7:24. I'm going to start at 7:30. See what we can do for an hour. I also had a question come in from Tash last week about the little red thing that I wear on my neck. And this is just a little, lanyard that I can, basically put my phone into. Just makes taking photos so much easier because you can kind of just drop the phone. You don't have to worry about holding the phone or putting the phone down. You literally just drop it because it's just hanging on this. Look, see? Take a photo, do, and then bam. So yeah, I'll chuck a link down below. I just grabbed it off Amazon. But yeah, thanks for asking. All right, my 20 are done, that box, and there's one more box over there. You can see all the numbers here. Not that you need to see all the numbers, but it took me 57 minutes to do the 20. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to upload these photos. The reason why I do these in breaks is because of my back. So just try and split up the different things. And the motion that's causing my back is this movement, and also when I'm having to stand on my feet too long or doing the bending. So I've still got an MRI booked in to try and get all that sorted and figured out what's going on and what's the steps forward. All right, so I'm just going to upload this to Dropbox, and I'm going to move on to my next task. All right, I'm going to actually quickly go through this because I can't wait. I just can't wait. I always get excited with this. So we'll see what's in here. Basically, I go through, count, quality check, and pick and choose what I want. So let's do it. You ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And there we go. So there's a total of, what did I say? 16 items here. There's a total of 42. We're keeping 16. There is a pair of shoes here, which these are Tiva. They will need a bit of a clean, but they should do okay. Should get maybe 30, 40 bucks. Do need a good clean. Taking a gamble on this Da Vinci. It does look legit. I've done some checking, but we'll see how we go. Some jeans, some pants. There's some just really low end stuff here, but cheap as chips in the sense of like it should sell for 20. I'm only paying really about $1.50 a piece, $2 a piece. So some pants, a couple of hoodies. A lot of this is probably an ASP of around 30. But 2 into 30 is good for me, especially if it sells quickly. And usually this stuff is really good for like, just for people wanting to pick up a quick little bargain or whatever, and it makes them feel, because in the shops it's going to be double the price, brand new. So, and a lot of it's in good quality. So we'll go with this. Gonna pack it all up, and I'm gonna go finish listings, and then we'll get into some more stuff. Alright, just finished my listings. All 40 of them are live now. I'm going to quickly pack this stuff away, and then I'm going to focus on some quick wins. I've got a couple of consoles that I'm going to do, and I'm also going to do a couple of quick wins from in here. There's like an old Sony... oh, this is the recorder, actually. Yeah, so I'm going to do some of those. It's just a few little quick wins, some Lego and stuff like that, while we can get ahead. And then we're going to do a pick, pack and post. Now, I know some of you have been really keen to see what's in those boxes that I got the other week from the international order. Before I can get to those, I've got to get through all this first. And I'm actually still waiting for 2 to arrive. So hopefully that happens by the end of the week, and we will get to it this week. But I don't obviously have the space to really get into it. Look at this. This is just ridiculous. But it's also really cool. Alright, so I'm going to do some of these shoes today as well. Actually, I might do some of these ones. These are the ones that we got. I'm doing consignment for. And these are known as Hughes. It's got the receipt and everything. So, should be interesting. Still got the laces. There's those ones, and then there's a couple more here as well. Okay. Things are always very, very fluid. Quick little change of plans. I'm just actually going to get my pick, pack and post just done. Get it done now, just for some change of plans. Pretty much because making sure that my postie can pick these up, because I'm going to be going straight to pick color up. So I'm just going to get that done now. It's not actually a lot. We've only really got we've actually doing pretty well today. I think we're sitting on from my tracking across all things. We're doing about $709 so far for today. We've got 12 orders going out. We've had quite a lot of international purchases. 12 orders and we're on 71,150. So a few little items here. We sold 3 more of the sneakers. That's going to one person. They've all got to be authenticated. We did sell this bad boy, that guy, this one, this one, this one. This one's gone overseas, and that's gone for like $72, I think it was. Some phones. Yeah, I'm happy with this. What's gone overseas? We've got the hat, and then there was something else. Oh, this jacket. Harley Davidson jacket's going overseas as well. And then we've got the, oh, maybe that's it, just the 2 items. Anyway, I'm going to pack this up quickly and then get back to it. All right, just had my brother and my nephews drop in and say hi. So just been hanging out with them for the last 30 minutes. Going to continue on and then resume the day. But you know, it's the good thing about having your own business, working for yourself, in this case being the boss, is you do what you want to do and you do what you got to do, but also you have to do the extra work as well when it's required. But you know, the responsibility, the accountability comes down to you. So if you're watching this and you know, maybe you're a part-timer or you would love to be able to do what I'm doing, one thing I think you just need to remember is that everything that I do, it's taken a long time to get here. And I have a long way to go. And I have had some people saying, oh, you make it look so easy, it looks so fun, so exciting. And it is, it's very fun and it's very exciting. And it has its rewards because, you know, I can pick and choose what I do, when I do it, how I do it. But at the same time, I don't like getting complacent. I don't like getting too lazy. I don't like getting just cruisy mode because I like to see things moving and ticking in the right direction. So if this is something that you're interested in, it does take a lot of work. Like any, I'm not just talking about reselling, I'm talking about any business. Building a business requires you to put in the extra effort. It requires you to figure out problems. It requires you to become a better version of yourself, that's for sure. And it's never going to be as simple as what it looks like that I'm showing you here, because this is, you know, right now is, you know, we're nearly at 4 years into me being able to do this. I wouldn't have been able to do this from day one. Like, I've had to figure what that looks like, and what I'll be doing in a year from now, I would have had to change something between now and a year's time. So yeah, just wanted to reflect on that quickly. Let's go back to what. Post is done. I'm just going to go take it downstairs as my post is picking it up. Woohoo! So I'm just sitting here having some lunch. I've just had a question come through from JC268 saying, when you send an item overseas, what do you send it as? Is it a gift, and do you use the actual item name? Do you include signed for? And you would like to see how I do this on the document. Well, I've done this a couple of times. I've shared it. I don't have any documents. I've just sent out all my postage. But a couple of key things here is, number one priority is you need to tag it as why you are sending this item overseas for the legitimate reason. If it is a gift, tag it as a gift. But if you've sold it on eBay, it's a sale. So it's a sales of good. So you need to make sure you tag that as a sales of good. You need to put the correct value of that. And you also need to put the correct tariff number, which you can actually search up and fill those details in. Because if you try to go around this, that's illegal and you are breaking the law. That's fraud. So make sure you put the right value, make sure you put the right type of tariff that it is, you know. So if you're sending a cotton shirt, make sure you type in shirt and then pick cotton or woven or whatever it is, right? In terms of the actual item name that you're calling in the description, you know, if I'm sending a shirt, let's say it was a Ralph Lauren polo shirt, medium, and it was yellow with stripes, I'm just going to put button shirt or shirt. That's all I'm going to put as the name. And I also put the SKUs so I know what the SKU is when I'm putting the label on it. But yeah, you can be broad with that, but in the terms of the tariff and the value and the reason why you're sending it, it has to be 100% truth. There's no doubt about it, right? That's 100%. If people are interested in seeing how I've done this, I've got a link below previously in one of my videos. Otherwise, another great video you can go watch is Grumpy Granny's. She's got some great stuff over there as well. You also asked if I do sign for. If the item I'm sending is over $100 international, I will also request for it to be signed for, just to cover my butt. Great question. All right, it's been about 40 minutes. We just had someone move out of this unit, so it's been a bit hectic. Stuff was everywhere, and obviously I couldn't really do some filming. I've just gone ahead and listed a couple more consoles, just chucked them up there. I did list all of those shoes, the Pharrells, and some pool control stuff. Now we're going to quickly get into some other quick win stuff in here. It's 223 at the moment. So, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do these. Then we're going to do some quick wins in there, and then basically get back to sorting clothing. What I might do is just time box the next 30 minutes, see as much as we get done, because I really need to process this as quick as possible as well. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Well, this is always fun to list. Okay, photos are done. Now I'm going to start to sort this stuff again. Look, I'm grateful, but it's just time consuming. So we've got lots of stuff in here. We've got everything from puffer jackets to shirts to jeans to everything in between. Got some Levi's, some 502s. These look a bit rough and tough though. So I'm going to start to go through this. Really, I'm just making the, is it worth it for me kind of list, and then I've got to make him an offer. What's the time? 3 o'clock. Probably get a good hour and a half, 2 hours out of this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Quick little update. Just having some sky flags. I've now gone through all the bags, all the boxes, and now I need to go quality check and make decisions. I do already have a pile over here of decisions, but here I need to make. I got to go through all that. I got to go through all that. And I gotta go through all that. I love my job. And then I did actually have to open up one of those boxes because I needed the box for something. So there's a little sneak peek of some of the stuff that was in the boxes. Shirts. All right, all done. Ended up getting 86 items from him for 440 bucks, which I'm pretty happy with. I think it's fair game. And then just been doing a little bit of admin. Got to go now, pick up Carla. I won't see you tomorrow because I got backpacks, but I'll see you Thursday. Let's do it. Folks, and just like that, it was Thursday, and it is absolutely beautiful morning. Like, just woo! Like, woo! So good. And it's even better morning because I didn't have to take Carla to the station. She's working from home today. So I've had a bit of just one of my normal mornings. So usually I still get up at 5 a.m. I do all my listings, I take some time, I do some admin, I go for a run or a ride. At the moment it's riding. Take some time to just reset for the morning and then, head off. So at the moment I'm heading off and it's 8:53. I've got to go pick up the final boxes of my order that arrived last week, and these ones got delayed. So I'm going to go pick up that, and then I've got to do another little pickup from my... It's so annoying. Australia Post sends stuff of ours to 3 different locations. It is so frustrating. So I've got to go to one post office, and then I got to go to another post office. It is... it really, really grinds my gears. So we're going to do that, and then we will head on over to the unit. I've got a friend catching up, Paul. He was my previous financial advisor and business mentor, and I guess he still is my financial advisor. But catching up with him, we haven't caught up for a while. I don't know how long that will be. And then I've got to do a big pick, pack and post because I didn't post yesterday. So I think we've got about 25 orders. It's been pretty good. We've done $1,000 days every day for October so far. Nice little pony over there. And it's been actually really, really good. And then I've got to figure out what I'm doing next. Like there's a few moving pieces. I can do some photos of clothing. I may not do that. I've got my worker in tomorrow. I might just spend the time and continue to do some sorting and getting ready for my next washing pickup, and also starting to sort some of the other stuff that I need to list. So that might be my attention today. It really depends on how long I catch up with Paul for which is no issue. I do have a few other little opportunities brewing, which it's this is my biggest problem at the moment. I just have so much stock coming through, and some of it, look, I'm going to hold on to because it's, you know, not summer stock, and I'll wait a bit longer. The only problem with the stock that I'm getting is the stuff that I'm getting super cheap, like between $2 and $6. I'm not getting large enough quantities of it to be able to like resell it to other people to make it lucrative for both of us. And then for the stuff that I'm getting large volumes of, like I'm getting a lower cost of good, it's like 10 bucks. But you know, I don't necessarily need it, but I also don't want to miss out on those opportunities, because I know that once I finish the stock that I have on hand at the moment, I'll be back in square one. You know, some of those opportunities dry up. So I've always got to be thinking of how I'm tailoring for that, but how I'm managing that, balancing that, but also making sure I'm turning it over quick enough. So lots of moving pieces. Yeah, so that's that. Let's go pick up stuff and go to the shop. All right, folks, we're here. Picked up the other goods just down there. I'm going to quickly just show you my mate Paul's on his way. So don't know how much time I'm going to have before I get go catch up with him. But we're on 71,914, so we're back on our way up, and we have 29 orders to go out. So pretty happy with this, which is since yesterday. I wasn't here all day yesterday. We've done a total of 30 orders, so about 15 each day. Well, there's been 4 already today. We've done, without showing people's names and stuff, $1,493. So I'm happy with this. We're already off to a good start today as well. So things are pretty good for October so far. I'm going to start to pull this stuff out, and then if I can show you, I will. Otherwise, I'm going to go for coffee with my mate. Let's do it. All right, we've got a whole bunch of True Religion going out. One person has come through purchase there. There's about $113 there. We've got North Face, we've got Politics, we've got... Actually, this went for about $41.20. The floral stuff really does well. We've got some G-Star, lots of actual fleece still, which is surprising. A few jeans as well. We've got some shoes going out. Another pair of shoes, a GameCube controller. We've got lots of phones, bundles, and a little Yoshi as well. So I'm going to get all this packed up. I've actually been caught up with my mate Paul. We've been out for the last 3 hours. So I'm just back here now doing all the packing. I had a few more sales come through, which was like the True Religion and a few other pairs of jeans. So we're going to get this all packed up. Oh, there's also this 550 North Face puffer as well that went out. Get this all packed up, and then I'm going to end up doing some just sorting for washing and stuff. And just cleaning up a bit. And not going to have a big day today because tomorrow's a really big day. I'm going to be here from 7 a.m. So yeah, let's get packing and move on. Postage is done. My plan now is really just to continue sort. I've got to make up some washing bags. I'm going to spend the time doing that. I'm only going to be here till about just after 4 o'clock. Got to go do a pickup, and then yeah, tomorrow we're going to be here from, well, when I say me, sorry, I'm going to be here from 7 till 5:30. So tomorrow's a big day. So I'm just going to do this stuff, and then tomorrow when I come in early, I'll be doing, really just saying this for myself. I'll be doing photos in the morning, and then I've got an appointment at 9, and then I'll come back and my photographer will be in, so they'll be doing that. I'll do a pick, pack and post, and then the rest of the day we'll just be going through non-clothing items. All right, let's do some prepping for some washing. All right, just been making up some of these bags. I've got 6 bags so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know a lot of you have been asking about, oh, what was all the stuff that I got from the international order? Well, I haven't really gone through it all. There is some quick win stuff here that I need to get out, which is a whole bunch of denim shorts. I think I showed them last week. So I'm going to put them into the wash as well because we're coming into summer. So other than that, if I can get that done quickly, I might be able to show you something. All right, got that done. I just need to move these. Give me a second. Now, one thing that I need to do is, because I did get the international order, I can't actually sit on this too long in terms of waiting around. I do need to quality check them to make sure it's up to my standard. I'm going to open one box now, which is the other half of the Western stuff. I'll do it out here, I guess. Give you guys a little bit of a sticky beak, I guess. I don't know what I'm kind of be walking into either, so could be anything. All right, so this is the second half. There was this is about to fall. There was 49 in this. There was 51 in the original lot. Some pretty cool stuff in here. This is probably one of my favorite. This thing is absolutely epic. I got another one similar to this, but this one should go for maybe 150, a bit more. So very happy with that. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, this is just all Wrangler, and there's a little bit of Levi and Lee in here as well. These ones were lighter shirts, and the ones in here were all more heavy cotton twill shirts. Wrangler is one of my best sellers, but there is some specifics to it. There's a lot of crap Wrangler, and there's some really good stuff. And I have been struggling to get a lot of this, so hopefully this will help a bit. Anyway, this all needs to go to wash, needs to be all buttoned up and all that jazz. So yeah, I'm happy. Woo! And we're done. We are done. What a day. You know, there's some of these days where I don't feel like I achieved much, but sometimes what we value, or I guess put on a pedestal of achieving success or getting it done, it's mixed, right? And sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves to be able to get the most out of the day or whatever. Sometimes it's the things that we don't realize that we need that are the most important things that we have done. Like even today, having a slower day, the last 2 weeks, I've been going pretty hard, right? But not in the sense of like hard in, you know, we're working extra hard in terms of like we've got crazy progress within the business. But it's very important to make sure that you are managing your balance for you to be able to perform, for you to be able to operate, and for you to be able to continue to show up daily, right? And today was a great day to be able to catch up with my mate Paul, and we had I think we were there for 3 hours, which meant, yeah, I didn't do other things in the business today. I didn't do any photos for listings, but that's okay. And, you know, here I am telling myself that it's okay because it is, and sometimes I need to hear it again. But it was more so I wanted to play that back to yourselves, that sometimes when you're in your business and, you know, you're trying to get ahead or you're trying to get this done and you feel rush, sometimes the things you need to do in order to get the most done is slow down. So just showing that tomorrow's a big day. I've got to go pick something up, another delivery at the post office. It is so frustrating they do not deliver to home. It's so annoying. So I'm gonna go pick that up, and then my post is picking up from my home, and then I'm done. So see you tomorrow, and we'll do it all again. Ciao. And folks, just like that, it was Friday, and it's the end of the week. Here we are. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty rested. Having yesterday where we didn't have to do the long full day, it does make a huge difference. But today we have a big day. It's 7 o'clock. Just dropped Carla off, grabbed myself a cheeky coffee, and heading over to the unit now. Now, this morning, the focus, I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna do probably an hour of photos, catching up with Forest Finds Online at 9 AM. So I'll catch up with him, come back, photographers coming in today, so they'll be working till 4 o'clock maybe. So they'll be focusing on getting that stuff done, like photos of clothing. My job today will be a pick, pack and post, which isn't much. It's been pretty quiet yesterday, but we will do that, and then I'm basically going to be, I've got to do a bit of sorting. I've got to get a little bit of washing prep done, and also just take out a few things that's going to be going for a tip run as well. So more just admin, just getting on top of things, and then I would like to be able to do some photos of some non-clothing stuff that I haven't really got to do this week. So yeah, that's the plan. But you know, plans change. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Hope you're doing well, and let's do it. Let's do it. All right, we're here. We're going to get started on some photos. We're going to do this for a good hour, and then we're off to see Christian. Let's get started. All right, just finished 20. Quickly just rushing off now, almost running a little late for Christian. He's just handing over to the photographer. So I'm going to head on over there, have some coffee with him, and then I'll be back to continue on. Let's do it. All right, just finished up with Christian. Always good to see him at Forest Finds Online. Thanks for the little fella. He did get me a little goodie there. Now I'm heading back to the shop and probably do a pick, pack, and post. See you in a jiffy. Folks, all right, we've got all the stuff that I'm going to be sending out, but we're on 72473. And we've got only 11 items going out. We've actually had quite a few sales come through this morning, but some interesting things, really just lots of jackets and puffers, a few jeans, but there's quite a few international as well. These ones that I picked up the other week at Savers, the American Apparel disco pants, these have gone for $70 plus postage international, which are pretty good. And then we've got some True Religion, they went for $75 plus postage. We've got nice big puffer jacket also gone international, and a few more internationals over here. So there was a camera as well, and yeah, camera and some wrestling magazines. Not too bad. I'm going to get this packed up and charge on. All right, it's been a while. Just been doing some listings, finished all the postage, of course. Now just doing a bit of a sort of some video game stuff and making some space over here. And then I'm going to get into this as well. I've already done all the washing. We've got 10 bags going out Monday. Bit of variety, so that's all in here. Yeah, just really getting a few things done before I gotta go. Whew, all right, we had another 11 orders come through. I actually did all those. I've been doing a bit of a cleanup. This is all going to be going to op shops and getting done, so I've got a bit more space here now. I still haven't got to this. I've been putting it off because, well, I need to really make sure I can do it all at the same time. There's a big bunch of stuff in there, and I've got to go in about 20 minutes, so I'm just going to do a quick little cleanup of some things so we're ready to rock and roll for next week. But I always love making space. It makes me feel so much better. And the good thing is we're getting back into routine again now. So we've got the opportunity to, all of this will be finished by next Thursday. I've got washing going out Wednesday, which means we'll have Wednesday. We'll have washing going out Monday, which means Monday, that's good. And then Thursday we'll send out more washing. So we're going to start to be able to process more stuff again a lot quicker, just because we're getting back into groove. So I think I've got a whole bunch of mix and match stuff going out, and then I think it's a matter of starting to work through this stuff, and then I've got a little bit of this stuff over here that I want to go, and then I'm probably going to actually get into, I need to get into that international order. I've got into half of it, as you can see. There's some here, and then there was the denim shorts that I just showed you before, and then the rest I've got to get into. I've got to get all this stuff out, which the guy's coming to pick that up next week. I've got to do all that for him, which is consignment. Plenty of things happening, and I tell you, it's been a really good start to the month. It is the 4th of October right now, and we're actually doing really good. Like, we've been averaging $1,000 a day for October, and we're at a $56 ASP. So I don't know what's going on, but I ain't complaining. It's good. I'm just bringing this up for this month. There you go. For this month, we're on 4,198. We're up 16%. ASP is $56. Not too bad. And here's what's been selling. I don't know how well you can see that. Anyway, get the idea. I've got to do 20 minutes of admin, and then we're out of here. All right, another week done. I've got to go do a drop off and pick up of my weekly, the stuff that I do on a Friday. Exchange some clothes and get hopefully some more clothes. So The stuff that I got at the start of the week, I think I went through it on Tuesday. Basically, each week I go through it. If I don't want it, I take it back. We meet up on Friday. We exchange the goods again, and we do it all again. So hopefully I'll get some more today. I'm out of here. I'll see you next week. We're going to jump over for the lessons learned for the week, and of course also, yeah, just what's on my mind. I totally forgot to do that here. We're just going to do it at home. So I'll see you in a jiffy. So there you go. Bit of an interesting week, and I feel like I probably didn't get to document as much as I wanted to because I was just, a lot of things were happening and I just wanted to get some of the work done. And there's been a few things which I've been putting off because I know they're going to require a lot more work, and hopefully I can start to dig into those this week. The first lesson for this week, and look, it shouldn't even be a lesson because I've talked about it so many times, but the reality is I still need to continue to tell myself this, so it's probably going to be relevant for you as well. And that is the highs and lows. We've kicked off to a very great start to October, almost averaging $1,000 a day in revenue for October, which, have I done anything different? No, I've just been consistent. At the moment, we're still listing about 40 items a day, which is about 1,200 a month. And those things are just starting to pay off. But then again, some of those things are out of our control because at the end of the day, as long as you know what you do today is all part of a plan that will equal sales, then they will come. And I know this is easy to say when sales are up, but it's the only explanation. When people want to spend money, you need to make sure you already have that item ready for them. Otherwise, they'll buy it from someone else. Now, you don't know what that will be, but when it's like Murphy's Law. If it can happen, it will happen. So as long as you know that what you're selling is good stuff to sell, then it will come. It's just a matter of time, and it's a matter of pricing, of course. So obviously there's so many different variables, but clearly it works. So if you are having a bit of a lull week, I had some lull weeks the other weeks, and I spoke about them pretty openly. This week's a great week. It's not really pressuring on my headspace. It's good. I'm able to just focus on other areas. And that's what I, really need to continue to play back to myself is there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, and how do I continue to find that balanced mind space or headspace when it is up and down, because it is a roller coaster. Number 2 lesson, so much stock, and I still won't stop, right? So there's a couple of things here. This is a new problem that I have. I have too much stock, but it's not a bad problem in the sense of like I'm not getting through it or like it's, I'm not sorting it. It's more the fact that it's just bad timing because I've actually had to lay out a lot of dollars at the same time. But yes, the reality is I don't need the stock now, but at the same time, it comes in waves because I guarantee you there's times when I've needed stock and I have not been able to get it. And now when I don't need stock, I have got so many new opportunities, which is really, really great. And that's the beauty of getting these new opportunities. Even when I have lots of stock, I'm going to say yes, because it gives me the ability, it gives me the safety net and the power to now be able to potentially remodel, reassess, and understand how am I going to plan for better results in the future based on all the different opportunities that I have coming. And this comes down to quality, types of categories, but also the cost of good, which gives me, I guess, leverage to be able to potentially, continue to increase my net profit. The other lesson, or really just something that I want to talk about, it's not really a lesson, is, well, it is a lesson. It's a lesson from last year, end of year, shutdown. We're coming up to the end of the year. Last year, I took 6-7 weeks off. I went over to the Philippines. I paid someone to run my store. And that was great, because it enabled me to switch off and really just dig into understanding what's happening in the business, what's the roots of the business, what's the problems in the business, and where do I want the business to go for 2024. Now, I want to do that again for 2025. Now, I won't be able to go away to the Philippines this year just for some other family commitments. But Carla will be going back. But what I still want to do is I still want to go tools down. I need to be able to separate myself from the day-to-day so I can really just lock in and plan for what 2025 is going to look like. We're going to hit our goals for 2024, which is incredible. And I want to be able to continue to, do that for 2025. But I think the only way that that's going to happen is if I take some time to reflect, to review, to plan, to challenge the current, and to refresh my headspace on what's going to be required to get us to that next level. So I will be taking some time off at the end of the year. Haven't worked out what that looks like yet, but more on that to come over the coming weeks. So financials, if you're stuck around this long, financials this week at the time of me filming, it's 9 a.m. in the morning, Sunday, so this is coming out a day later. So the numbers I say, will be different on screen. They'll be higher. We've done 108 sales. This is my 195th week, fifth 195th week since starting reselling, and we've sold $5,721 at the time of me filming this. 108 sales, so we're actually got a really high ASP for this week compared to the last few weeks. I'm not running any sales at the moment. Usually I don't run sales to the second half of the month, just because most people have most of their money at the start of the month, so that's where you can able to get all the higher dollar or higher ticket items. My theory anyway. Average cycle time has been about 45 days, so stuff that's sticking in my store that I'm selling is only been around for 45 days, which is really good. In terms of the month, at the time of me filming, once again, we've done a total of 97 sales, because obviously that week includes a little bit of September. We're sitting on about $5,200, and our net revenue at the moment is 26.4%. Obviously, this is really early days. We haven't even started to pay wages yet. I have paid my storage unit, but postage will be a big kicker. I pay my postage on a monthly basis. I have a credit account, so I think last month's postage was like $6,000. So that will get paid in this month of October. So it does dilute it a little bit, but that gets paid, I think it's around the 17th of October. So we'll obviously have a big dip there. So, and my priority right now is just to see how much we can do with high profits to really build that moat for when I do have to put all the expenses through. Average sale price for this month so far is about $53. What else have we got here? Average cost of goods is around about $8. Average net profit per item is $14, which is really great. So we're sitting at a 1.6 rebuy opportunity. And, excuse me, the average cycle time is 60 days. The stuff that I'm selling has been in the store for 60 days. So yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. That's this week. Going into next week, it's really starting to get back into the groove. We're going to be doing some mass washing again. Really trying to double down. I've nearly finished doing my consignment stuff, and that's for the new person that I'm working with. But then I've probably got a consignment pickup later in the week. There's so many things going on. It's never a dull week, never a dull day. So charge on. Let's see what we can do for October. Appreciate being here. If you've got any questions, comments, chuck them down below. Otherwise, you have a wonderful day. Cheers.